You ever just think that Minecraft is too easy sometimes? Well, I have a good mod for you. This mod is called, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, Progressive Difficulty. A mod that makes the game much harder and get harder as you progress more, and severely improves the progression of the game. There's 3 modes to the game that you unlock as you play and get harder as you go on. These modes are Normal, which starts at the beginning of the game, Expert, that starts when you first enter the Nether, and Master, that starts when you defeat the Ender Dragon. It also has something called Clamped Regional Difficulty, which makes the game ever so slightly harder the more playtime you have. We will talk about these more as the review goes on, but first let's talk about some of the events that happen when you play. The Undead Army event is an event that happens when you kill a certain number of hostile mobs. It is a new type of raid that spawns a lot of hostile mobs and some new bosses. You summon this raid by killing 25 hostile mobs. After you've completed your first raid, another one will summon every 100 mobs that you kill. It has 6 waves total. 3 of them you play on normal mode. Waves 4 and 5 can only be unlocked on expert mode, and the final 6th wave can only be unlocked on master mode. On wave 3 you can fight the tank boss, which is a massive mutant skeleton-like creature. On wave 5 you fight the Cerebus boss. And on wave 6, you fight the giant boss. The Cerebus is the only one that drops anything useful. It drops the Cerebus Fang, which you can use to make wither potions. There's some unique items you can get, like the Tattered Armor, which is a set of armor equivalent to leather. There's more, but first I want to talk about the Blood Moon event. This is an event that makes the game much harder by spawning twice as many mobs and spawning another custom mob called the Cursed Armor, which is basically just a walking set of armor. We're going to talk about this event much. There's not much to it, and it can only be enabled via config at the moment. So back to the loot. The more important loot that you can get from these raids is the treasure bag. Treasure bags are not only obtained from these raids, but from a variety of different sources. These bags contain good loot and a few exclusive OP items. The angler treasure bag you contain from fishing, but does not contain any exclusive items. The undead treasure bag, which you get from defeating undead army raids. This gives you the soul jar item, which can give you buffs based on 3 random mobs in the game when you hold it in your offhand. The raid treasure bag, which is obtained from defeating raids. This will give you the recall potion, which when drunk will send you back to your last spawn point. The Elder Guardian bag, which you obtain from killing the Elder Guardian. However, it does not have any exclusive items. The Warden bag, which you obtain from killing the Warden, can give you the Sonic Scroll, which is supposed to shoot a sonic boom attack like the Warden does, but doesn't seem to actually do anything. The Raid bag also gives a similar scroll, but it doesn't seem to do anything either, which is why I didn't even mention it. The Wither bag is obtained from killing the Wither. The exclusive items are the Wither Sword and the Infernal Sponge. The Wither Sword is equivalent to a diamond sword, but it gives its enemies wither when you hit it. The Infernal Sponge is similar to a regular sponge, but it soaks up lava. And lastly, the Ender Dragon bag, which is obtained from killing the Ender Dragon. It can give you the Ender Pouch, which works similar to an Ender Chest, but you don't have to place it down. And it can give you the Enderium Shard Locator, which can help locate Enderium Shard ore in the end. Enderium Shard is a new ore that spawns close to the surface in the end. You need a diamond pickaxe to mine it, and when mined it will drop an Enderium Shard. Mine 6 of these shards with an Eye of Ender, and you can get an Enderium Ingot. You can find an Enderium smithing template in End Cities. You could use these combined with your Netherite armor to make Enderium armor, which is a little bit stronger than Netherite. You can also use it to make tools. Mobs in this mod have a chance to inflict the bleeding effect, which is an effect similar to the wither effect. To remove this effect, you must make a bandage crafted like this with some string. Or you can make a golden band, which is a bandage surrounded by gold nuggets. A bandage will give you the glass regeneration effect, which is a weaker version of regeneration that will go away when you take damage. Golden bands will give you glass regeneration 2 and bleeding immunity, which you can't bleed while you have the effect. Mobs also have a chance to spawn in mob groups. Small groups of 1 to 4 mobs that are all slightly armored. 2 other mobs I forgot to mention, which are the Illusioner and the Creeperling. Illusioner is a mob that was supposed to be in vanilla Minecraft but never actually got added. It's a type of illager that spawns when the game is on expert mode. It can blind you and make fake clones of itself. Creeperling has a chance to spawn when a creeper blows up. It's a mini version of the creeper that does a little bit less damage and doesn't do any damage to the ground. As you progress through each mode, mobs will get harder and spawn more frequently. Harder mobs like charged creepers or killer bunnies will start to spawn. And each mode will make zombies inflict a higher level of bleeding on you depending on the mode. There's 2 other new blocks that can spawn in the end alongside the Enderium, and that's the Fragile Endstone, which breaks when you step on it. Infested Endstone, which is similar to Infested Stone, but spawns an Endermite when broken. And that appears to be most of what the mod has to offer. I think this is a pretty cool mod, especially if you want more difficulty to the game. And the new items and stuff that it adds are really cool too. Overall, I would recommend this mod. The download link will be in the description as always, and I will see you guys when I upload next. Goodbye.